Hi, this is Darius Explains. Haven't been making content for a while. Had my mind on other stuff. Well, it's election season. Trump versus Kamala. Not that Trump versus Biden was that much better, but what are you going to do? Overall, I'd say it's going to be a tight race, but I think Trump might have the edge. Biden dropping out after that first debate back in the summer. That doesn't look too good. Trump survived that assassination attempt in July. Controversial as it was, it did win him over some sympathy votes in middle America. And he did look kind of tough surviving, with his fist all waved out. But to be honest, neither of them are really good for the country. I think I might stay home this election. I mean, if I have to pick one, I pick Trump, but that's not really saying a lot. I lean more libertarian conservative, but there's things I like about Trump. There's things I don't like. I'm not one of those die-hard MAGA people. Believe me, I know some of them who will believe everything he says and follow him to hell. If he wins again, the good things will be he will lower gas prices with less stringent environmental regulation. He will keep the corporate tax competitive. He will support some pro-life legislation, which I like. He's not a full-on pro-lifer, but moderately. He'll call out the left on their garbage, their woke garbage. He'll be good for school choice. But other than that, let's face it, he's a 1990s Democrat. He's not a hardcore Ron Paul or even Ron Reagan libertarian conservative. Trump is Trump. Like, I guess the left is gonna left, so Trump is gonna Trump. I damn sure ain't gonna vote for Kamala Harris. Like, I think the only Democratic politician I could even conceivably vote for would maybe be Joe Manchin, Tulsi Gabbard. Not that I agree with them on everything, but they're at least open to hearing another side than the left's echo chamber. But it really is not going to matter because no matter who wins, the national debt is going to keep going up. Those wars in the Middle East and Europe, I don't see them slowing down because when Trump was in office, he got on Obama for not pulling out of Afghanistan and Iraq properly. And then what did he do when he was there? I mean, he had some troop withdrawals, but it was no different than Obama. And another thing is the economy. I think Trump will probably cut taxes again. He'll do his little tariffs. He might make the Fed money printer go brr with Jerome Powell, lower interest rates, but the debt is still going to keep rising. And even if we see a decline in immediate inflation, we're not going to see prices drop because healthcare, housing, education, those are still very regulated. We need to remove all the subsidies, all the regulations, all the NIMBY, student loan regulations, subsidies. If we really want to see prices and quality change, if we want to see prices drop and quality go up, like the tech industry, we have to see real deregulation, real slashing of subsidies. And we're just not going to see that no matter who freaking wins. But I guess one of the few positives, is the school choice movement has been reinvigorated post COVID, post CRT, like all that garbage. Parents are calling out a lot of the stuff their kids are being exposed to, and they have a right to do that. They have a right to leave, especially in the inner cities. So I guess those are the few areas I'm optimistic. Technology and school choice. But for the most part, it really doesn't matter. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you're actually watching my video, every president since George Bush has been talking about record low unemployment. I should probably make a video about this. Record low unemployment. Record low unemployment. We've been hearing that ever since 2010 with Obama. Or more like 2014. Where they lied to the public and say, look, the unemployment rate's down. But so is labor force participation. Labor force participation has been going down every year since 2008. And even then, if you look at real unemployment, for most people working paycheck to paycheck, we have a stagnant economy. I mean, sure, there's some outliers in Wall Street, the tech field, some niche fields, but for the most part, the average person is just stagnant. And it's multivariate, but I mostly blame it on regulation and, to a certain extent, automation, creative destruction, various shifts in the economy. But I'll get to the point. It's not going to matter. Like, sure, you might support Trump or Biden. Maybe they do some things in your favor that you may or may not like. But it's not really going to fix your life. One of my closest friends, his name was Jesse. Diehard Trump guy. But before Trump came along, he was a diehard Obama guy. And it really didn't matter who he voted for. His life was always miserable. He had been abused. He had been bullied. He was severely disabled, schizophrenic. He could never land a decent job, even though he was a hard worker. I guess I should make a video about him. Could never get his love life together. Could never really have a decent, stable life. It didn't matter who was in the office. Obama, Trump, Biden. He got hit by a truck and unfortunately passed this year. And he probably would have loved to see Trump win again, but it really didn't matter. The people who are winning and losing at life, whether they care about politics or not, it's mostly irrelevant. The people who are losing at life, sometimes their guy wins and sometimes their guy doesn't win. The people who are winning at life, sometimes their guy wins, sometimes their guy doesn't. It really doesn't matter for the most part. I'll wrap it up here. I'll try to be more consistent, and I'm actually thinking of making some AI videos. Stay tuned for more. Bye.